أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعاً متصدعاً من خشية الله. وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة. هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر. سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good afternoon to everyone. Your Excellency Sheikha Bodour bin Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, President of the American University of Sharjah, honored members of the Board of Trustees, Excellencies, faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course, our honored guest today, the class of 2025. My name's Tod Laursen, and it's my great honor to be the Chancellor of the American University of Sharjah, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you today to our Spring 2025 Commencement Ceremony. I particularly want to congratulate our graduates on their achievement, and we're all here to celebrate that this afternoon. It's now my great honor to invite Her Excellency Sheikha Bodour bin Sultan Al Qasimi, Chairperson of the Board of Trustees and President of our university, for her opening remarks.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ضيوفنا الكرام، السادة أعضاء مجلس الأمناء، أعضاء هيئة التدريس، أولياء الأمور الأعزاء، والأهم خريجو وخريجات دفعة يونيو 2025. في هذا اليوم المهم من حياة طلابنا وطالباتنا، أريد أن أبدأ كلمتي بتحية من القلب لأمهات وآباء الخريجين والخريجات. أنتم من وقفوا بثبات في كل خطوة من هذه الرحلة، بالدعم، بالدعاء، وبالحب، وبالعطاء الذي لا ينضب. هذا النجاح هو أيضاً نجاحكم، فشكراً لكم على التضحيات التي قدمتموها لتمكين وتعليم جيل شاب نعتمد عليه في بناء مستقبلنا وفي استمرار نهضتنا. وشكراً أيضاً من القلب لأعضاء هيئة التدريس والعاملين في الجامعة وأعضاء مجلس الأمناء على عطائهم وعلى الالتزام الذي جعل هذا اليوم واقعاً نحتفل به جميعاً. وأنتم دفعة 2025 أقول لكم شكراً لأنكم تدخلون الفخر والسرور على قلب والدنا ومؤسس هذه الجامعة صاحب السمو الشيخ الدكتور سلطان بن محمد القاسمي. أتمنى لكم مستقبلاً زاهراً يعبر عن قيمة العلم الذي اكتسبتموه في هذه الجامعة وعن الجهود التي تبذلونها لتحقيق هذا الإنجاز. وأتمنى أن نراكم مرة أخرى في الحرم الجامعي مشاركين في تطوير جامعتكم ومساهمين في دعم الأجيال القادمة من طلابها. Esteemed guests, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, colleagues, proud parents, families, and most important of all, class of 2025. Congratulations on this important milestone. You've earned the pride you feel today through determination, late nights, and quiet persistence. You've grown in knowledge and character, and now you stand ready to engage with a world that needs your unique contribution. It is a privilege to speak with you at the beginning of this next chapter. I've thought deeply about what to say, because commencement speeches are often expected to offer wisdom and inspiration. But today, I speak to you not only as the president of AUS, but also as a mother and as a citizen of this world. So instead of advice and wisdom, I want to offer you honesty. The world ahead of you is full of promise. AI and scientific discoveries will offer you tremendous possibilities. But with these possibilities comes a great deal of complexity and risk. The pace of change is staggering. What we consider normal today may be obsolete in a few weeks or months. So here is my honest message to you. You have earned a degree today. But from now on, be prepared to learn, unlearn, and relearn constantly. Most importantly, be prepared to question the rapid pace of technological advancement and push back against those who may pursue it with the wrong intent. Your future and our future will depend on your willingness to ask brave questions and invest your energy in ensuring that technology remains a force for good, a fascinating vehicle for advancing humanity, not undermining it. You might be wondering, can one graduate from AUS truly influence the course of global technological change? If you're thinking about that question, my answer is yes. History teaches us that many new chapters have been written because of well-intentioned and visionary leadership of just one person. This university, this education city where you had the privilege of earning your world-class degree is a living example of that truth. They exist for your benefit and for the benefit of many before you and many after you, because one man had a bold vision to create a center of knowledge, culture, and opportunity. And he had the courage and perseverance to bring it to life. I had the privilege of hearing firsthand from His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Muhammad Al Qasimi about the complex obstacles, the challenges, and the resistance he faced in establishing this city and this institution. And I can tell you with confidence that his story is proof that one person can make a profound difference. It may begin with a single step within your family, community, or workplace, but with vision, persistence, and purpose, that impact can grow nationally and globally. What matters most is that you believe in the value of your intentions and act on them. So I ask each of you to reflect deeply on your role as you move forward in life. I invite you to ask courageous questions about how you can ensure that social media, AI, and emerging technologies remain rooted in serving humanity and driving progress, and not the opposite. Since we're discussing your role in shaping future human culture, I want to share another honest reflection. The world you're entering is relentless. It rewards continuous accomplishments and nonstop hustle. In this race for more titles, more output, more accumulation, people can become detached from the foundations of what makes us human. Our health, both physical and mental, our relationships, and our ability to fully experience the most important moments of our lives. Now, equipped with your degrees, I have no doubt that you will become world-class professionals. But as you rise in your fields, I hope you grow into world-class humans. Humans who do not just live to win, but to lead. To lead your life with balance, to lead your family with care, to lead your community with purpose. True leadership is not measured by titles, but by the values you uphold: empathy, respect, compassion. It means protecting your well-being, honoring your parents, and giving generously without expecting anything in return. Because in the end, leadership is not about recognition, it's about legacy. If you ever wonder what that legacy looks like, remember Sharjah, the place that shaped who you are today. This is an emirate that puts people and their well-being front and center. It is a place where economic success is designed around the welfare of families and communities, not just financial gain and wealth accumulation. As I told you earlier, I speak to you today not just as a university president, but as a mother and a citizen of this world. And I hope that you can feel my honesty with you comes from a place of care and belief in your ability to create the cultural shifts that will make our world a wonderful place to live in. And as we celebrate you, we must remember those who face extraordinary hardship. We stand in full solidarity with the people of Sudan, whose strength and dignity continue to inspire. We pray for peace, for healing, and a new chapter in their national story. We also stand with the people of Palestine, whose courage reminds the world what it means to sacrifice for justice and to believe in freedom, even under the most challenging conditions. Their struggles remind us that our success is meaningful only when it serves something greater than ourselves. Class of 2025, many of you will leave AUS for the last time today as students, but we look forward to welcoming you back as professionals, as leaders, as mentors, and as lifelong members of the AUS family. Come back to share your journey, to support your university, and to help it grow for the generations to come. Class of 2025, I'm proud of you. I believe in you. And I wish you every success as you begin this new chapter of your life. Congratulations on this important day. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Perfect. So in addition to Her Excellency Sheikha Bodour, who serves, as you all know, as the chairperson of our Board of Trustees, it's my honor to recognize a couple of other Board of Trustees members who are present today. We have Trustee Sultan Al Qasimi, and we have Trustee Nawal Al Husseini. We're so grateful for the dedicated service and support of all of our trustees to AUS. So, as I said earlier, it really gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our commencement ceremony today. And we can't say it enough, to honor these graduates and what they have done here and what they're going to do in the future is a very deep honor. So as I complete my second academic year as Chancellor of AUS, I'm really stunned, frankly, in a positive way, at the level of talent, the diversity of thought, and the hard work that these students exemplify every day. So AUS takes pride, as we all know, in providing a deep and rigorous level of training in our students' area of study. And this is delivered alongside a broad exposure to the liberal arts. And it's really important that our students have the opportunity to explore their passions and their evolving interests. So the student experience here really demands true dedication and passion. You've not only made it through this truly immersive experience, but you've excelled in your achievements and your creative milestones in so many ways. And this is a good thing, because if we look during the 2 years I've spent with you at AUS or during your time as a student here, we've seen a world turn on its head in several different ways. We've seen very disruptive and painful geopolitical developments. We have continued climate and sustainability challenges. We see the rapid advances in artificial intelligence that'll have profound ethical and economic implications, and so many more. So I think it's completely normal for you to ask, how has my time at AUS prepared me to meet these challenges? What attributes might an AUSer have that will be helpful in this increasingly complex and sometimes frightening world, where it's really important to emphasize that fair and just outcomes sometimes really require intervention and courage to bring forth? So to strike an optimistic tone, though, there are several things I feel I've noticed about attributes you possess that are going to serve you very well in this regard going forward. And although it's definitely true at AUS, we pride ourselves on the rigor of our academic programs, all of these are qualities that in some way go a little bit beyond the classroom as well. So there are 4 things I wanted to bring up. The first of them is empathy. You've continuously displayed this, individually and collectively, during your time here. This has been true in the way you treat each other, and it's also been true in your efforts to benefit people that you might not even know. A shining example of this, of course, is the work that you have all done to raise aid funds and scholarships for those undergoing hardship in Gaza and elsewhere. It's really commendable. And I think this is something that speaks well of you and will be important in your lives going forward. Second thing I wanted to mention is a commitment to our environment. Y'all are not living in a bubble, and I think you know that. You've shown amazing care for the future sustainability of our planet. This has ranged from things that happened in our community here, campus wildlife surveys, sustainable cooking classes, farmers markets, all of which build, I think, our collective awareness of these issues. But your thought and your work and your study has led to impactful science and policy work. You've participated in international discussions of climate change. I'm thinking of COP28 just last year. You've done this at the highest level. So it's both local and global. And I think that is another great indicator of your futures. The third thing I wanted to mention is creativity and inventiveness. And the cool thing about getting to lead AUS is that this is everywhere here. If you're in a technical field, if you're in an entrepreneurship type of arrangement, if you're an artist, if you're engaged in creative activities, there's an amazing level of creativity on this campus every day. To me, this indicates a sense of aesthetics, a broadness and flexibility of thought, but maybe most importantly to some of the themes we're highlighting today, it also reflects an unwillingness to accept the status quo. You all have been dedicated to creating new things, and I think this is a wonderful quality. Finally, and maybe most importantly, frankly, you do a great job of modeling kindness, ethical conduct, and mutual respect. These are critical foundations for a civil society, and they're necessary to truly serve each other effectively. This is something I always brag about our students here at AUS. This is something that I'm just immensely proud of you all for displaying. So going forth from AUS, I'd advise you to leverage these qualities as you make your own contribution. Of course, our obligation to serve comes hand in hand with the privilege of a university education, and I think you all know that. And know, too, that you won't be alone on the road ahead. Your AUS family is going to continue to be with you going forward. It's a weighty set of responsibilities that we all share. We want to stay current with current global events. We want to contribute responsibly to public dialogue. We need to always strive to have relevance and meaning in the work that we do, and we need to stand on the side of truth, justice, and peaceful coexistence at all times. Sometimes, though, the choices made to support these goals are not easy, and I think this is where this support network that you have on this campus with your faculty, with your staff, and with each other, it's effectively an extended family, and I think this can support you as you might need. So the last point I wanted to make is that commencement is a wonderful time for gratitude to your families, to your friends, to your teachers, both past and present, all of those folks who have helped play a part in your success story and the things that you've been able to achieve to date. So please take a moment to greet them, to recognize them, to thank them for the role that they've played in your life and the roles they will continue to play in your story going forward. And in that spirit, before the festivities begin, let's take a moment to recognize the faculty and staff at AUS who have given so much of themselves to assure your success. Could I? Yes, please. I'd like to ask all who work for AUS who are here today, faculty, staff, and administrators, to rise and be recognized by our students. So onward with our program. I'd like to begin by introducing the following members of the administration who are here to celebrate with us. We'll start with Dr. Mohammed El Tarhouni, Interim Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost. We have Dr. Steve Griffiths, the Vice Chancellor for Research. We have Ms. Shema Bintalia, Vice Chancellor for Student Experience. We have Mr. Ali Al-Suwaidi, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. We have Dr. Varki Palathuchurel, Dean of the College of Architecture, Art and Design. We have Dr. Mahmoud Anabtawi, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. We have Dr. Narjis Boubakri, Dean of the School of Business Administration. We have Dr. Fadi Olul, Dean of the College of Engineering. We have Dr. James Griffin, Vice Provost of Undergraduate Affairs and Instruction. We have Dr. Lutfi Ramdan, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and Assistant to the Provost. Mr. Ali Shawemi, Executive Director of Enrollment Management. Mrs. Linda Ataya, our Registrar. Ms. Kara Jones, the University Librarian. And we have Ms. Reem Bardan, Executive Director of the Office of Advancement and Alumni Affairs. It's just an amazing team, and I get the chance to work with them every day, so I'm so glad to have you acknowledge them. So now it's my very great honor to introduce our guest speaker for your graduation, Ms. Ami Mahmood. So Ms. Mahmood is a Yale graduate and is internationally recognized for her spoken word poetry, of which I think you'll get to hear some, and her humanitarian work, using the platform she has to advocate for peace, education, and climate justice. She won the 2015 Individual World Poetry Slam Championship, and in 2018 was appointed as the UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador. That's the UN Refugee Agency. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Mahmood to the podium, I should say the stage, you're already here, to the podium for her remarks today. Thank you for being here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can everyone hear me? Alhamdulillah. Okay, I will start with a poem. This poem is called Sudan Baladi, which means Sudan, my home. Sudan Baladi. Another war came crashing down on our bodies. The cut of a broken piece and the bite of a broken promise are the same, except with the first one, death follows and takes everyone around you. Back home, our skin is green because we're full of life. A full life looks so different when it's poured out onto the rubble, rotting in the streets. Every university became a grave, every garden a final resting place. Our brothers and sisters fall faster than we can dig the holes. On the receiving end of the bullet is a little girl, a family, a brother, a home. Airstrikes Akhoy Adana, airstrikes Akhoy Adana. Blood in the streets of Khartoum and Al-Ubaid. Blood in the wadis of Niyala and Janena, in the mountains of Al-Fashir, the pyramids of Marawi. Blood across the skies of our beautiful country, Sudan, Baladi. Who did this to you, my love? Who stripped you bare and turned all your children loose? The bodies fall, they don't stop, the killing starts, we don't run, hoping against hope that it's a mistake, that if we sit quiet and still enough, maybe it'll stop, that if our hearts beat loud enough, they'll know that we're human, that we bleed the same blood, that we bleed the same blood. Who decides who lives or dies? My uncle Abdul Aziz walked home from prayer. The bomb soared down from above, took him and 4 neighbors away from us. Sunrise saw my cousin Ammar on the way to college, my uncle Ibrahim resting at home. Each found a bullet, each found an end. My uncle Ibrahim Ahmed lost his life when the hospital shuttered, became more dangerous than the disease that robbed him. I held my mother as we cried for her brother, for all of our people across Sudan. One on the first day, one on the second, another soon after. Our families broke fast together one night and planned burials together by morning. The next day comes and there's nowhere to run. My country falls to pieces and my people go missing one by one. Roads covered, rubble still bleeding, sent to the bottom of a crater, reduced to a footnote in a world said to be in crisis. First orphans, now refugees. For the first time, the second or the third home is burning. See the buildings falling. See the fire flashing. Hear the people evaporating before our eyes. The hospitals filled with the wounded and our lungs filled with ash. Then the hospitals closed and the borders too. And the headlines named our killers but not us. And the world keeps moving and the people whisper it's a mystery. And their names turn to memories in our mouths. Their names turn to memories in our mouths. A country without its people. A people robbed of time. How can I explain what it's like to sleep and not wake up? Or to wake up and know that it happened again, and you're oceans away, crying, screaming, pleading for our voices to be heard, dying for our lives, literally dying for our lives. In my country, wars have ended, but peace has never come. Who bought the bullets? Who sold the guns? Who pulled the trigger? Who decides who lives or dies? Who will stop the war? Who will bring the peace? Tell me how to make it stop. Tell me how to make it stop. Sudan, Baladi, who did this to you, my love? My country, can you hear me? My country, can you hear me? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To the AUS, American University of Sharjah class of 2025, the world you are graduating into needs you now more than ever. So as you commence or begin the next phase of your life, there are lessons from the ground I would like to share with you, to carry with you as you go forward. Yesterday you were students, and now today you can and will continue to be the change we need in this world. Thank you everyone for having me. Thank you for listening. And I hope these lessons inspire you to lead with your humanity. My first understanding of change-making came from my grandmother, my mother, my father, and everything they instilled in me. They taught me that to make change is to go beyond asking for it. You have to fight for it. And that's what I'm thinking about while I stand here with you. Education is a human right that opens the door to so many privileges. And if you use it correctly, you can change the world for the better. From hiding under the bed as a child in Al-Fashir as the soldiers violently suppressed anyone who spoke up, to raising awareness against genocide in Darfur and now all of Sudan, to sending off my class at my Yale graduation, to advocating for refugees as a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, to Davos and so much more, and now here with you, the class of 2025. There's so much I want to say, but this moment isn't just about me or you, it's about our future. Not just each of your individual hard-earned futures, but our collective future. And it's about all of us as a family torn apart, standing on opposite ends of a bridge, looking toward each other, reaching our hands out to one another, daring to take the first step. This is what making change will feel like most days, something heavy, something bright and burning within you, something older than time itself, the desire and responsibility to do everything you can to alleviate suffering and to stand up for humanity, even when people in power do the opposite. Change is bravery in the face of uncertainty. It's using your voice when others are silent. It's trusting your heart and the heart of your brothers and sisters in Sudan, Gaza, Yemen, the Congo, Ukraine, and so many other places that are suffering in this moment, when they reach out to you and say, see me, hear me, feel me, help me. What happens here affects your neighbors and brothers and sisters and contemporaries and friends every day, because the world is more interconnected now than it has ever been. So don't make the mistake of thinking that you don't matter, that you can't make a difference. You might be the only thing that can make that difference, the missing piece this world is waiting for. Remember this now so you can lead with courage and empathy toward a future that includes all of us, where children get to grow up and they can be graduates, doctors, lawyers, teachers, artists, engineers, world leaders just like you, regardless of where they were born, the color of their skin, their religion, or gender. A future where famine, disease, and war and violence is no longer our reality. A future where sustainable peace, equality, and prosperity isn't a dream, but rather our everyday. So how do we get there? It's as simple as knowing your ABCs. A, answer with your humanity. B, break the silence, build bridges, and be brave. And C, catalyze change. For the first, I'll share a quote. For the second, I will share a story. And for the third, I will share a question. A, answer with your humanity. The late High Commissioner Ogata of UNHCR once said, there are no humanitarian solutions to humanitarian problems. What she meant is that there are political solutions, financial solutions, state solutions, technological solutions. There are no humanitarian solutions to humanitarian problems, because humanitarian problems are not caused by our humanity. They are man-made. They arise when we forget to lead with our humanity. So the solutions too must be man or woman-made, and require us to lead with our humanity. So from this day forward, through every challenge you face, position you hold, or power you wield, respond with your humanity. If you do this, I assure you, you'll become the greatest generation of leaders this world has ever seen. B, break the silence, build bridges, and be brave. My grandmother never learned to read or write because women weren't allowed to do that in my country back then. So her revenge was raising children and grandchildren that would be obsessed with learning. And her power was in everything she did to uplift and lead our community. During the famines, she opened her doors and fed everyone. She strategized to spread and share whatever resources she had, literally saving lives. And she sacrificed to keep others going, never accepting things as they are, but always questioning the status quo. She did everything she could to make everyone's life better, including her own, even if it required self-sacrifice. Even until her death, she served as a medical consultant in the hospitals, using traditional knowledge to support in the care of so many in our community. Our grandmothers were so powerful because they understood these key aspects of great leadership. That sacrificing for the greater good only refers to self-sacrifice, not the sacrifice of others, and that knowledge is power in whatever form it comes in. Which brings me to C, catalyze change. Titles don't make leaders, actions do. As a refugee and a survivor of genocide, I can't stress this enough. So as you go on, ask yourself every single day, what kind of leader will you be? A change maker? A humanitarian, a champion of good? Or will you repeat the mistakes of the past, respond with silence or worse, complicity, impunity, spreading chaos and violence, turning a blind eye to what goes on around you? Ask yourself daily, what will you do to create positive change? How am I serving the greater good? Who am I helping with my actions? Who am I hurting? Who or what am I serving? If you find yourself struggling to answer these questions or find your answers lacking, stop. Listen, take a breath, re-examine your purpose, correct course, right your wrongs. It's okay to fail as long as you're improving one day at a time. As the writer Samuel Beckett once said, try again, fail, fail better. Or as my godmother likes to put it, do the next right thing in front of you, and that way you'll always rise again. You've been equipped with an incredible education, and through your families, friends, and community, a beautiful heart, mind, and moral compass. Don't lose that. We shape our world together in good times and in bad. So if you remember nothing else, remember this. Do not be like the leaders of yesterday, or even like the leaders of today. Be the leaders of tomorrow. Speak up, stand up, take action, and remember your ABCs. Do you guys remember what they were? A, answer with your humanity. B, break the silence, build bridges, and be brave. And C, catalyze change. And to the leaders of today, I say, it's not too late to learn from us, young people. Join us and watch us soar. In my faith, there's a verse that says, if you take a life, you've killed all of humanity. And if you save a life, you've saved all of humanity. So my hope for you, the class of 2025, is that you help at least one person every single day. Because if you do that, you'll be helping all of humanity. You have a blank canvas in front of you, and that's an incredible gift. Fill it with good and don't close the door behind you. So as I tell you congratulations on your graduation, I will share this poem, Mama, which I hope will inspire you the same way my matriarchs have all inspired me, and help you remember to be the answer that we need in this world. Thank you, everyone. So whose mama is here? Nobody's mama's here? You don't like your mamas? I don't know if you like your mamas. If you're not loud enough, I won't do the poem. Do you like your mamas? Yeah. There we go. So this poem is called Mama, and I hope it inspires you to be the answer we need in this world. Like I said, we need you, and you are the answer, because it's been too long without an answer. This poem is called Mama. So I'm walking down the street when a man stops me and says, "Hey, yo, sister, are you from the motherland? Because my skin is a shade too dark not to have come from foreign soil. Because this garment on my head screams Africa. Because my body is a beacon calling everyone to come flock to the motherland, I'm like, yeah, I'm from Sudan. Why?" He said, yes, you is, because you got a little bit of flavor in you. Don't get me wrong, I'm just admiring what your mama gave you. Let me tell you something about my mama. She can reduce a man to tattered flesh without so much as blinking. Her words fester beneath your skin, and the whole time, you won't be able to stop cradling her eyes. Because my mama is a woman, flawless and formidable in the same step. Woman walks into a war zone and has warriors cowering at her feet. My mama holds all of us, in her face, in her body, in her blood, and blood is no good once you let it loose, so she always holds us close, keeping us safe from caving in. When I was 7, my mama cradled bullets in the billows of her robes. That same night, she came home and taught me how to get gunpowder out of cotton with a bar of soap. Years later, when the soldiers held her at gunpoint and asked her who she was, she said, "I am a daughter of Adam, Ana Bani Adama. Who are you?" And the last time we went home, we watched our village burn. Soldiers pouring blood from civilian skulls as if they too could turn water into wine. The woman who raised me turned and said, "Don't be scared. I'm your mother, I'm here, I won't let them through." My mama gave me conviction. Women like her inherit bruised wrists, tired eyes, and titanium-plated spines. The daughters of widows, wearing the wings of amputees, they carry countries between their shoulder blades. Now, I'm not saying that dating is a first world problem, but these trifling guys seem to be. The kind who'll quote Rumi, but not know what he sacrificed for war. Who'll fawn over Lupita, but turn their racial filters on. Who take their politics with a latte when I take mine with tear gas. Every guy I meet wants me my introduction to the dark side, wants me to open up this obsidian skin and let him read every tearful page, because what survivor hasn't had her struggle made spectacle? Don't talk about the motherland unless you know that being from Africa means waking up an afterthought in this country. Don't talk about my flavor unless you know that my flavor is insurrection. It is rebellion. It is resistance. My flavor is burden. It is grit, and it is compromise, and you don't know compromise till you rebuilt your home for the 3rd time, without bricks, without mortar, without any other option. I turned to the man and said, "My mother and I don't walk the streets alone back home anymore. Back home, there are no streets to walk anymore." Thank you, everyone. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmy. I think we're going to remember your words, your spirit, and your art for quite some time. Thank you. So before we move on to the conferring of degrees, I wanted to mark an important occasion in the history of AUS that took place this morning. The Board of Trustees of AUS decided some years ago that the awarding of honorary degrees was an important step in our movement forward, and this was done as part of the university's Silver Jubilee. So the intention here is to confer honorary doctorates on distinguished individuals in recognition of their outstanding scholarly, scientific, or artistic achievement, or for exceptional contribution to public good through professional or philanthropic activity. And as many of you might know, an honorary doctorate is the highest honor that any university can bestow. So this morning, when we conferred our own earned doctorate degrees, we also conferred the Honorary Doctor of Science on Dr. Manahel Thabit. So just to tell you just a bit about her, Dr. Thabit is a globally respected scientist, economist, and advisor specializing in quantum mathematics, financial engineering, and AI applications. She's made groundbreaking contributions in economic intelligence and quantum mathematics, using her expertise to advise governments, corporations, and scientific institutions worldwide. It's also particularly notable that she's a celebrated advocate for STEM education and gender equality worldwide. We felt it was very important that we be able to honor her in this way. Dr. Thabit was hooded in the morning session by Her Excellency Sheikha Bodour. She could not be with us this afternoon, but I wanted to honor her at this time with this mention so that everybody was aware. I'd also like to commemorate one of our own. The university reserves the right to honor or to award honorary titles to distinguished members of current and former full-time faculty who meet certain criteria. In particular, the honorary title of Professor Emeritus is granted in recognition to a distinguished faculty member who ceases to be employed by AUS. The faculty member must meet eligibility criteria, as I said, and these include a minimum length of service to AUS, as well as an outstanding and meritorious contribution, not only to the university, but to the scientific community worldwide. So I'm very pleased to note at this time the award of the Professor Emeritus title to one of our distinguished faculty members who has served AUS for many years. This faculty member is Dr. Zayed Abdelhadi, Professor of the College of Arts and Sciences. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Professor Zayed. He's recognized for his outstanding contributions in teaching, research, and service. He earned his PhD in complex analysis from Laval University in Canada in 1987. Following a distinguished tenure at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, he joined the Department of Mathematics and Statistics at AUS in 1999 and was promoted to full professor in 2007. Professor Abdelhadi is a dedicated scholar and educator, has an amazing publication record, and has played a pivotal role in organizing key academic events, including co-founding of the first International Conference on Mathematical Analysis and its Applications at AUS. And those of you who pay attention to math, which I do have a habit in this direction, will know that this is a recurring and very important conference series that takes place here with some frequency. Dr. Abdelhadi served on numerous departmental and university committees, contributed significantly as a thesis advisor, editorial board member, and journal reviewer. He's known for his student-centered approach and his academic rigor. He consistently received the highest teaching evaluations, or nearly so, in his department. His calm demeanor, his professionalism, and deep commitment to the academic mission of AUS has left a lasting impact on his students and on his colleagues. And so it's a great honor to recognize Dr. Abdelhadi and to ask him to come forward and accept this award. So now I think we're to the part of the program where our students on stage will be particularly excited. We're going to move towards the recommending the candidates for degrees. I'd like to ask the Interim Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Mohammed El Tarhouni, to come forward and do those recommendations. Thank you, Mohammed.
Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Chancellor, it's my privilege to present the candidates for the master's degrees. Will the candidates for the master's degrees please rise? Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I have the distinct honor of presenting to you the candidates for the master's degrees. Each of these candidates has completed the requirements of his or her graduate degree program. They have acquired knowledge and skills that will enhance their professional growth and development, and I take pride in presenting them for their degrees.
Thank you, Mr. Provost. By authority of the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to confer on each of you the master's degree that you have earned, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Ms. Salma Al-Asr will now call the names of those who have received their master's degrees. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your diploma. Those who are not attending the ceremony today will receive their degrees in absentia. Congratulations, warm congratulations to each of you.
College of Arts and Sciences, graduates with master's degrees in International Studies, Mathematics, and teaching English to speakers of other languages. Mustafa Ra'fat Abu Nar. Vignesh Prasad Kirbat. Huda Mulai. شيماء هشام أبو الإسعاد. عزة سلطان النعيمي. شارن سولومون أروبرايل. مي سلطان بن هدة. ريم عبد العزيز المهيري. سارة عيسى زحاف. فاطمة المقرب المهيري. غيد أحمد سعيد. سورة أحمد أزرق. لما بهيج الصايغ. ميريام إلياس أبي حبيب. School of Business Administration, graduates with master's degrees in accounting, Business Administration, and Finance. Arjun Tejum Maya. Ruth Shaji. Alia Ahmad. Najia Nisreen. Amna Muhammad Ashraf. Shahid Milham al-Milham. Salama bint Tod al-Marri. Shadha Ali Sarhan. Sara Abdulaziz Al-Hammadi. Noor Nasir Al-Naqbi. Khalid Abdullah Al-Harmoudi. Shahzad Sultan. Sergey Maximovich Likochev. Agnel Rose Thomas. Sayyida Aisha. Doreen Vahid. Yasmin Babai. Nadine Abdel Gawad. Reem Abdel Karim Al Amoudi. Srimol Susan Skaria. رضوى محمد عبد المقصود. نور كوسة.
It is an AUS tradition that at commencement, a member of the class speaks on behalf of fellow graduates. The student who's going to speak this afternoon was selected through a competition amongst all undergraduate students across campus. The speaker for the class of Spring 2025 is Mr. Ahmed Ahmed. So Ahmed is graduating magna cum laude today from the School of Business Administration. He's majoring in economics. Mr. Ahmed is a founding member and vice president of the Student Association of Foreign Affairs, a winner at the Emirates Consulting Competition 2024, and he represented AUS at the Rochester Institute of Technology's CPTC 8.0 competition in Rochester, New York. So Mr. Ahmed, the podium is yours.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Good morning. Your Excellency Sheikha Bodour bin Sultan Al Qasimi, President of our university, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, our Chancellor, Dr. Tod Laursen, Interim Provost, Dr. Mohammed Talhouni, respected faculty and staff, beloved families, distinguished guests, and most importantly, my friends and fellow graduates, the class of 2025. My name is Ahmed, Ayman Ahmed, and I'm pleased to report that all of the grades I was too embarrassed to tell my parents about for the last 4 years were not the end of the world after all. As it turns out, we all made it to this stage, and it was exhausting, but it was worth every second. There's an old saying, sometimes used as a joke, may you live in interesting times. The joke is that interesting times are rarely times of peace and quiet. More often, they're times of instability, change, and adaptation. If there's one phrase that perfectly sums up the journey of the graduating class of 2025, it's that we lived through very interesting times. We watched the world around us change radically, and I suspect we might be the last batch in the history of AUS that remembers a time before AI was a guest in every single lecture hall. But we met the trials of these times, not just by surviving, but by excelling through them. Despite walking down challenging roads, we all share one truth. We proved ourselves in spite of all challenges. For me, one of these challenges was grappling with the fact that while I was stressing over deadlines and submissions, numerous friends, loved ones, and family members back home in Sudan, in Palestine, in Lebanon, and in other conflict-stricken regions of the world had their educational journeys cut short by circumstances far beyond their understanding. And I'm not the only one. All of us know someone, whether a friend, a peer, or a family member, who, for one reason or another, was deprived of the blessing of a continuous education. So on a day like this, when we celebrate a milestone in our journey with AUS, we should remember their faces and recall that education is both a privilege and a responsibility to reflect on what we have been given, to excel in all that we do, and to use it for something so much greater than ourselves. So let us reflect. Despite our diverse interests, backgrounds, and majors, I hope that every person on this stage has learned just three, powerful lessons in the interesting times we spent at the American University of Sharjah. The first lesson is that hard work pays off. I remember a story that the greatest teacher I ever had once told me and my classmates. When he first began lecturing in a university in the UAE some years ago, the first batch that he ever taught was more or less average, except for 8 students that he still thought about from time to time. There were 4 students who sat all the way in the front, always engaged in discussions and asked questions that left him confused at times. And there were 4 students who sat all the way in the back, engaging with sophisticated technology in the form of YouTube videos. Yes, this was quite some time ago, and no, they were not paying attention in class. My teacher told us that years later, the 4 students that sat in the front, those same 4, they became CEOs, business leaders, and advisors to ministers. But he could not recall what became of the 4 students who sat in the back. The lesson? There really is no substitute for hard work. The fact that we are all here proudly holding degrees in diverse academic fields that interest us is a testament to the fact that hard work is always justly compensated. All of those sleepless nights amounted to an achievement, and all of our desperate prayers were answered. As one of my mentors once told me, اللي يبغى يصير بيصير. Whoever wants to make something of themselves will do exactly just that. The second lesson is that no matter how hard we work, we can't make it alone. There were moments, countless moments, when each of us doubted ourselves and wondered if we would even amount to anything at all. And yet, if we look to our left, to our right, or towards the delightful faces in the audience, our eyes will be drawn towards the face of someone who believed in us even when we could not believe in ourselves. Without the unwavering support of our parents, the mentorship of our professors and the university staff, and the friendships, the many friendships that we built in these halls, none of us would be standing on this stage today. So thank you. I believe no one described this sentiment better than the poet Jalaluddin al-Rumi, who reminds us, "You were born with wings. Why do you prefer to crawl? Rise with the wind, but know that it is a flock that carries you." And just as we saw the world around us changing, we watch our university eagerly seizing opportunities to adapt and prepare for a dynamic future under the leadership of Her Excellency Sheikha Bodour bin Sultan Al Qasimi, whose vision, in her own words, reminds us of the power of curiosity, experimentation, and the limitless potential of new ideas. And this brings me to the third and the most important lesson of all: we must give back. Just as others believed in us, so must we believe in others. And just as others uplifted us, so must we try to lift others. I'm not exaggerating when I say that I am honored to share this stage with some of the most brilliant and hardworking people that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Some of us will redefine industries, others will create incredible art, and others still will shape the minds of future generations. The question is not whether or not we will make it and be successful. The question is who we will bring with us along the way by giving back to this community and this institution that gave us so much. I speak from some experience when I say that being denied an education is one of the greatest injustices that a person can suffer. Being blessed with the ability to pursue my degree in economics at AUS became a near infinite source of motivation when I thought about numerous cousins, relatives, and loved ones back home who were denied that same opportunity despite being so much more deserving of it, and for whom the word future evokes fear, uncertainty, and a little bit of hope. In fact, I have many brilliant friends on this stage who are endlessly grateful for the ability to come to university every day due to the generosity of former alumni. And we have a responsibility to ensure that the cycle of giving does not stop with us, but grows greater and more generous with our contributions. I had the humble pleasure of sharing the 3 greatest lessons I learned over 4 years and hundreds of hours spent in lecture halls with all of you. And if we keep these lessons close to our hearts, working hard, being grateful to everyone who helped us along the way, and never forgetting to give back, then no matter how uncertain the future may seem, I am confident that each of us will excel in the interesting times to come. After all, excellence is nothing out of the ordinary for AUS. It's a tradition cultivated through the years. We strive for excellence in all that we do, for we believe that through excellence, we can build a brighter future. These are the words of none other than our founder and father, His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Muhammad Al Qasimi, member of the Supreme Council of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Sharjah, who planted the seed that Her Excellency Sheikha Bodour is proudly nurturing. So, my fellow graduates of the class of 2025, work hard, honor those who carried you, and never forget to carry others in return. May AUS remain the crucible where our dreams were forged and a second home that we carry in our hearts wherever we go. Congratulations, class of 2025. You earned this.
Thank you, Ahmed. Mr. Chancellor, it is my privilege to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees please rise? Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I now present to you the candidates for the bachelor's degrees. Each of these candidates has completed all the requirements of a bachelor degree in their disciplines. The students graduating today have knowledge and skills to compete globally and to become responsible and effective contributors to their communities. They are a source of pride to their families and to the American University of Sharjah.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed. By authority of the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, it's my great pleasure to confer on each of you the bachelor's degrees that you have earned, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Ms. Salma Al-Asr will now call the names of the graduates. Please come forward as your name is called to receive your diploma. Those who are not attending the ceremony today will, of course, receive their degrees in absentia. Congratulations to each one of you.
College of Arts and Sciences, graduates with bachelor's degrees in biology, chemistry, English language and literature, environmental sciences, international studies, mass communication, mathematics, physics, and psychology. Selma Ghalwash, graduating magna cum laude. Nuran Azzam, graduating summa cum laude. Kareem Mazen. Muhammad Asaf Akram, graduating magna cum laude. Omar Al-Khazali, graduating magna cum laude. Maha Tariq Salam. Rayyan Kasi, graduating magna cum laude. Ilham Rajai, graduating magna cum laude. Joud Saleh, graduating cum laude. Manal Nadim, graduating summa cum laude. Leah Salman Zubyan. Sama Usama Ahmad, graduating cum laude. Fakhra Khalid Ligbaisi. Johanna Vananen. Aliazia Abdul Raouf. Aliza Atif, graduating magna cum laude. Nathania Elizabeth Saji, graduating cum laude. Rawand Iyad Abdullah. Sidra Nadir Al-Haj Ali, graduating cum laude. منار أسعد حسن graduating cum laude. لايبة إمران سهيل. دانا محمد تيرو graduating cum laude. خلود مطر الظاهري. عايشة سعيد المسكري. آية أحمد محمود graduating summa cum laude. آية إبراهيم زيعور graduating magna cum laude. هويدا عبد الرحمن وزير. هيا عبد الناصر صالح. زينب محمد الفردان. مايا وائل طراد. يمنى آمر عظيم. ريا شروف graduating cum laude. ماريا صوفي أجت. منى هزيم القطامي. جنة عماد سلام. آية عبد الوهاب البنداري. ياسمين كريم graduating magna cum laude. ندهي تشيتن كوتاري. جوشوا هاسكيل توماس. راشد أحمد الجروان. خليفة جمال البحر. منصور عبد الحميد اللنجاوي. زياد طارق حامد graduating cum laude. نور أحمد إبراهيم. ميلاني محمد الست. الريم فيصل بالهول. نورة أحمد الحبتور. شيخة علي الخاجة. صالح حمد الشامسي. صقر سعود القاسمي. سلامة إبراهيم بني مالك. شمة جمال الشعفار. روضة فهد البناي. مريم عوض الكتبي. مهرة جمال المهيري. ياسمين هشام عرفات. منى كنان الغراوي. أفنان دلة graduating summa cum laude. ساشي مهتا. ربا إيراج أحمد. ندى شريف الجوهري. عائشة بنت هاشم graduating cum laude. نور محمد علاء الدين محمد. جنى سامي الغربي graduating cum laude. ماريا تقي الفرج. غزل علي الفلاحي. هدى عمران graduating magna cum laude. ناز حسن graduating cum laude. عليا آصف علي. زين أسامة بصلات. كريم عادل عبد الحسيب. سلمى خالد التهامي. جنى عصام البني. جميلة يونس النمر. هيا حسين الرند. ميرا إبراهيم المعلى. شيخة علي العظم. مريم الحمادي. لما فريد أبو جوخ. نور صالح البلوشي graduating cum laude. شما آل مكتوم. شيخة محمد الهاشمي graduating magna cum laude. طيبة صديقي. آمنة المعيني graduating magna cum laude. ساتي سدركيان graduating cum laude. دانا البقاعي. مريم جمال مصاروي. مريم علي الأنصاري, graduating cum laude. دعاء نائل الصالح, graduating magna cum laude. رهف عماد العايدي, عنود ماجد حمزة, شذا حسني شلك, graduating cum laude. ملك يوسف شتيلة, سلطان راشد الشامسي, Avril Alfonso, graduating magna cum laude. Sara Shahada, اليازيا جهاد الكراد, ميثا جمال سالم, عليا محمد سراج, ديشما ديفاكرم برامبل, رزان أحمد شاذلي, شذا طارق الهاجري, نوها أشرف الديب, graduating magna cum laude. سورنا لكشمي, graduating cum laude. خالد ماجد القاسمي, محمد جواد قدورة, graduating summa cum laude. سعيد حمد أحمد, graduating cum laude. شيخة ناصر الشامسي, graduating cum laude. مروة فريد أبو جخ, graduating cum laude. نيفيدتا بارتا سارتي, نهلة نواس, graduating cum laude. برا سونتشيولو, graduating magna cum laude. بشرى سلام, تولين خليل, جنة علي, عبد الله التكريتي, graduating cum laude. ميسون عبد الرحمن آل علي, ميثا جاسم ثابت, محمد وليد عوض, جنى عماد الصالح, graduating magna cum laude. رباب فيصل كان, graduating cum laude. Shannon Rika Soman. Noor Al Khalidi. Farha Samir, graduating magna cum laude. School of Business Administration. Graduates with bachelor's degrees in Business Administration and Economics. Dia Pramod, graduating cum laude. Ahmad Ayman Ahmad, graduating magna cum laude. Muhammad Ma'moon Atiyah. Saoud Omar Al-Khatib, graduating cum laude. فارس أيمن البياع. يوسف أبو زينة. محمد سامي الخاجة. سدرة حسام هلال, graduating cum laude. Renee Colasso, graduating cum laude. Rahma Zuhair. Fatima Abdurrahman, graduating magna cum laude. Angela Ali. Hafsa Hamid, graduating magna cum laude. Zaira Aqil, graduating magna cum laude. Prathna Jakishan Aditani, graduating summa cum laude. Efra Ali. Farida Shaisha, graduating cum laude. Farah Samir Abu Daqqa. Suhani Gelot, graduating magna cum laude. Beheshta Naib Khail, graduating summa cum laude. Sekina Muntadhir Verji. Alia Abdullah Nabuda, graduating magna cum laude. Maryam Aqil Sajwani. Shahid Musa Abu Ubaida. Safia Muhammad Salim. Aya Radwan, graduating magna cum laude. Aisha Mumtaz Tadi. Asha Abdullah Al Taha, graduating summa cum laude. Maryam Mahmoud Abdul Mun'im. Aya Hisham Bazzi, graduating cum laude. Omar Al Falahi, graduating magna cum laude. Rania Mazin Al Qaisi. Amna Muhammad Al Ali, graduating magna cum laude. Ankita Rijit, graduating magna cum laude. Faiza Zain. Sara Faisal Ali. Kizra Suhail Ahmad Khan. Amira Dumyati. Habiba Muhammad Hanbal. Nada Ziyad Al Khaldi. Niha Niyas. Muhammad Shamah. Muhammad Faris Kari. Muhammad Imad. Niha Fatima Nahim. Muhammad Sinan. Rayyan Ali Barni. Abdul Aziz Rakan Arrawi, graduating cum laude. Ayman Ashfaq Sheikh. Sadaf Ibrahim Zada Shirazi. Koshi Malhotra. Sumaya Ahmad Alayan. May Fendi, graduating magna cum laude. رؤى فتحي عفانة graduating cum laude. دانيا جمعة. يارا وائل ريا. رؤى وسيم تقالي. داليا عمار دويري graduating magna cum laude. رؤى هلال graduating magna cum laude. يوسف أشرف خلاف. نور فاطمة. سلطان علي الخليفة. عمر الشريف. يحيى محمد graduating magna cum laude. عمر ماهر درويش. إدريس هيثم البشاري. خالد شكر. كريم وليد علي. يوسف طاهر. يوسف أحمد خليفة. ليا عثمان graduating summa cum laude. علا أسامة وهدان graduating cum laude. ملاك يوسف فراشة graduating magna cum laude. علي عقيلي علي. منتصر محجوب إبراهيم graduating magna cum laude. كريس خطار. كريم حجازي graduating magna cum laude. قصي أبو غوش. آدم محمد الطنطاوي. محمد حسنين غلام حسين graduating magna cum laude. عمر حاتم البس. محمد جمال محجوب graduating cum laude. يوسف جهاد سبيتا. محمد معاذ أحمد. أحمد محمد قدح. نجيب الله. جمان سمير صالح. آمنة بلال قليلات. محمد عدنان الكردي graduating cum laude. تالين طارق ناصر الدين. ميرا محمد البيروتي. حبيبة شريف حشاد graduating cum laude. جنى سامي سعودي. رنيم سامر الحلواني. سيف أبو محفوظ graduating cum laude. شهد جمال ناصر graduating cum laude. جواهر العبيدلي graduating summa cum laude. محمد عبد الله المرر. توفيق خلف. فارس محمد الصغير graduating cum laude. محمد أزهر بيك graduating cum laude. أشوم ببن. صفة فاطمة graduating magna cum laude. تهريم كمران graduating magna cum laude. ميثا عبد الله الزرعوني. ريم ناصر النعيمي. جواهر جاسم النعيمي. اليازيا الفلاسي. لطيفة أحمد المهيري. موزة عيسى الزعابي. مريم ماجد المسمار. فاطمة حسين المحمودي. ببهوتي ماتور. أحمد الدباغ. عبد الله عمر المسمار. حارب أحمد الفلاحي graduating cum laude. عبد الرحمن منصور العصيمي. راشد طارق الماجد. محمد عبد الماجد سولانكي. خليفة بن سعيد آل مكتوم. خليفة يوسف العوضي. عبد الله أحمد الحوسني. حسين سجواني graduating summa cum laude. نور الركيب. مي مقدادي graduating magna cum laude. لارين عبد الله ياسين. أمينة عبيد باشراحيل. سارة عبد الفتاح سعود. بتول عبد السلام graduating summa cum laude. سامي محمد درويش. خالد عوض. سارة يامن graduating magna cum laude. تالا شحادة. معين أحمد المنصوري. مجد الدين رائد التراونة. فهد محمود graduating magna cum laude. Chirag Kanchandani. Aditya Pasari. Sahel Muhan Lakiani graduating magna cum laude. Drashti Ketan Dhruv. Joel Johnson. Sarvagya Sharma graduating magna cum laude. Muhammad Rafid Hussain. Arqam Islam. Abdullah Nasir Al-Matrushi. Karen Artonian. Aisha Walid Thabit graduating cum laude. Reem Muhammad Baqiri. Delvar Kotodol Sopi. راشد علي المطروشي. سلطان عبد الوهاب الحارثي. محمد نصيف. هيكل صابر أرقاو. محمد زيد بشير. يحيى محمد البحيري. حميد حمد الغفلي. جواد محمد اليعقوب. عبد الله الوطبان. حسن الشنقيطي. حميد عبد الله الحوسني. علي جمعة العلي. سيف عبد الله السري. محمد معز يوسف. محمود عادل كرمستجي. عمر مال الله كرمستجي. يزن حسام داوود graduating magna cum laude. اسماعيل محمد. عمر جاسم المازمي. ديفيش سوبرامانيا. جويل بن جورج graduating cum laude. حسن مختار. بلال أحمد. أحمد عبد العزيز البدر.
Congratulations again. Each year, the President Cup is awarded to the graduate with the highest grade point average. The honorees' names are engraved on the cup, which is permanently displayed on campus. This year, for the first time in the history of AUS, we are honoring 4 students who have achieved a GPA of 4.0 out of 4.0. In the morning, we recognize 2 of those winners, and in this session, we will recognize the other 2 students. Please, once your name is mentioned, please come down to take the photo with the cup with the President. The winner is Mr. Hussein Ali Sajwani, graduating summa cum laude from the School of Business Administration with a major in finance. The second winner is Mr. Amar Khalid Faraj, graduating summa cum laude from the College of Engineering, majoring in computer engineering. Just wait. Congratulations, Asma. The Chancellor's Cup is awarded to the graduate chosen from an outstanding combination of academic, character, leadership, and service to the university. The recipient of this award for the class of 2025 is Fahad Mahmoud. Mr. Mahmoud is graduating magna cum laude from the School of Business Administration with a major in Management Information Systems and a minor in Supply Chain Management. Throughout his time at AUS, Fahad was actively involved in diverse activities offered through the various extracurricular programs at AUS, while maintaining a GPA of 3.77. Fahad exhibits exceptional leadership and communication skills, which led him to represent AUS at events including Model United Nations. He was a member of the Student Council and president of the Chess Cup. Congratulations. I now ask our graduates to move the tassels on their caps from right to left as an indication that they have now graduated. Congratulations. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty and staff, I wish our graduates good luck and Godspeed. Congratulations.